In this video, I'm going to show you how you can create amazing animated stick figure videos like this one in Canva. Yes, you heard me right. With Canva, you can create stick figure animations that you can use to tell beautiful stories. In fact, this kind of videos can work in any niche. So I'm going to show you the exact process I went through to create this video. So take a look at the video and then I'll come back to show you how to make it.
Making money online, as easy as it may seem, is a lot like digging wells. Not oil wells, of course, but it can turn out to be even more rewarding than striking oil. But here's the catch. There are countless grounds filled with treasures you could dig into. So many, in fact, that people often end up digging thousands of shallow holes, none deep enough to reach water, let alone unearth natural resources. This is especially true for beginners. They get tossed around by the endless waves of trending methods. Today, it could be crypto. They begin learning crypto, but never get beyond trading on demo accounts until they immediately get tired of it because a new wave has come. These waves have been coming and going for decades, from the time of digital marketing to freelancing, remote jobs, and most recently, AI revolution. This is what I see. People end up hammering at different nails at the same time without ever driving a single one all the way in. They scatter their efforts, never gaining the focus needed to succeed. Listen, there are 1,000,001 ways to make money online, but you only need to choose one and stick with it. Not everything will work for everyone. Your skills, passions, education, and experiences determine what will work best for you. LinkedIn is good, but YouTube might be better for you. If you are already getting traction with LinkedIn, it doesn't mean you abandon it and jump to YouTube because I said it's good. You get it. So you can keep adapting, infusing new methods with what you are doing already. Even carpenters still make money, and they make money online too. It's not about the new skills or new tools. It's about how long you're willing to drive home your point. I mean, driving your nail till you finally hit the jackpot. Pick your well, dig deep, stay consistent, and leverage the tools at your disposal. Success isn't about chasing every trend. It's about steady, focused effort.
All right, so the first thing you need to do is to write your script or your story. Yeah, so this is a story I wrote, and that is what I used to create this video. So when you're with your story, if you like to make some edits, you can go to ChatGPT and tell it to make some edits for you, or kind of rewrite the story in an intriguing manner. You can just try out a couple of prompts with ChatGPT and then see what it comes up with. Okay, so this is the prompt I used for this particular video. Yeah, so I told it to, I said, can you edit this as a story to be used for a video animation? And that was just a simple prompt, and that led to this. Okay, so once you're done with your script, the next thing is to go to 11 Labs. Of course, you can use any other tool that you like, but I've seen the quality of 11 Labs.io as very good. I think it's the best out there. You can read a lot of reviews about them here on YouTube and you see what people have to say about them. So 11 Labs offer you 10,000 credits for you to generate text to speech on a monthly basis. I've used mine. What I have left is just 778 credits, and with the 10,000 I got, I was able to generate 3 different voice over speeches, like text to speech. Yeah, so that is what I used for this video, and 2 other videos I created earlier. So I have just 778 left. Okay, 11 Labs allows you to choose what voice character you would like to generate your speech. Yes, so I used for that video, I used, I think, Brian. Yep.
The thing always happens that you really
Yeah,
believe
so this
in.
is what
And the
who
belief
I
in a thing,
used. You can select whoever you want, even in the free version, and you just click on generate speech. Once you're done generating your speech, you download it and save on your device. Yeah. So when we are done with that, next is to come over to Canva and create a new design. Now you're going to choose videos and click on this 1920 by 1080p. That is what we're going to use. If you like a 4K video, don't worry. I'm going to show you how you can get that at the end of the video. All right, so we have a blank canvas to start with. So I'm going to be recreating this video I did. Yeah, I'll go through the entire process, and at the end of the video I'll show you how to add sound effects and yeah, save the video as a 4K video. All right, let's get started. So I would like to name this demo stick figure 3. I'm naming it 3 because this is the third time I'm recording this video. Honestly, I'm just going out of my way to ensure that I get it done because every time I record it, something gets happening. So I hope this time this video will be successful. All right. The first thing is to add this guy, this running guy. Yeah, so I'm going to come over to elements and search stick figure running. And here is a guy right here. So in this nature, it's is running out of the screen. So that doesn't look good. You don't want him to be running out of your stage like if this was in a drama. So I flipped him over. In case you missed that, it's just here. Flip and flip horizontal. So the next thing is to add the tree, and you just simply search monitoring and switch to graphics. This is the tree right here. Okay, so immediately I add this tree and I go to colors. You'll see that the colors on this tree have been registered in the color panel here under document colors. So I can use this color for this guy just to maintain a consistency. Yeah, so if I add any other elements onto this page and I go to document colors, I'll also see the colors that that element has come with. Next thing is to add the animation. So for this, you click on the character or the element and you click on animate. Then you come to drift. Yeah, just one click and you see the guy drifting towards the tree. You can change the direction of the drifting if you want. If you want it to go backwards or upwards or forwards. In this case, you want it to go towards the right. And for the entire scene or page as Fiverr calls, as Canva calls theirs. So we need to put an animation effect that is called chill. So in this case, instead of clicking on the element, you click out on the page on a blank space and click on animate. Yeah. And what we have for this is chill, which is this. Yeah. And the entire page, the animation lasted for 3.7 seconds. Okay. So we are done with this. All right. So I've now we need to the first thing we need to do is to Before we begin the animation, so I have left out an important part here. So before we begin the animation, the first thing is to come over to upload and then upload the file that we downloaded from 11 labs. Yeah, upload it onto Canva and then bring your cursor, bring it to the beginning of the page, then drag the sound and put it towards the bottom of this. You can see here. Yeah, if it doesn't align, you can always adjust it, shift it backwards, and this is what this page looks like now.
Making money online, as easy as it may seem, is a lot like
Okay, so we are done with our page. We move to the next page, which is that of this guy digging. So I'll click on this to add a new page and I'll come back to elements and look for stick figure digging. So this is the guy right here. I would increase his size and choose the same green color. Then for this, I want to have an illusion of this guy digging a well. So I'll search for hole and switch to graphics and select this. I know you'll be wondering why I didn't just search for well. If I do that, I would have things like this already made well and it doesn't give that effect of the well being freshly dug. Yeah, so that is why I preferred to use this. Notice that when I created a new page, this sound has moved forward. If I created a new one, it keeps on moving, so it keeps adjusting to the size of the pages that I have. Yeah, so just make sure you have your sound set up, I mean your voiceover set up correctly, and just add it to the bottom. And then yep, so let's go over the animation for this. It has a pan effect on him and there isn't a page level animation, so I need to remove this. And for this I click on animate and give him a pan. So it literally feels like is is sliding in from this first page, sliding in onto this page. Yeah, so this doesn't have an animation on it, and that lasted for 2.7 seconds. So I click on add new, and for this page we have this guy holding a money bag, stick figure. So whatever you want, you just basically search for it, adding a stick figure. Yep, and this is a guy right here. Bring him to the center and give him the same color. You can see new colors have been added to this document because of this element I added. Yep, so that is how Canva works. Okay, so it has an animation of pulse on him, and this scene is for 3.6 seconds. You can see right here. Okay, add new page. On this page we have a text that says here is a catch. So just going to strike T. When you strike T, it's basically opens up the text tool, and I'm going to do Ctrl Shift plus greater than on my Windows PC. If you're using a Mac, that will be Command Shift and greater than. So I'll paste in the text from that page and increase the font a little more. So for this, I use the typewriter effect and I mean animation. So there's a difference between effect and animation. The font is Abia and the color, you click on this, give it this color and you come over to animate and click on typewriter. That went on for 1.7 seconds. Okay, so this is Canva Pro. In case you're wondering, if some of the effects or some of the things I do, you can't find them on yours. So it means you have to use Canva Pro for this. I haven't tried this with the free version of Canva, so I don't know what is possible and what isn't. But this is Canva Pro, okay? So we go to the next page, which is this. And this is just a combination of different elements. So add new page. We have this guy, this stick figure guy. Let's say treasure. And we always want to have just graphics. Or let's say digging. Okay, so I can't seem to find that exact one. So to save our time, I'll just copy this, just copy him over to this place. And for this, I would come to this and say landscape line drawing. So when you put line drawing, when you add it, it gives you this kind of objects, this kind of elements that are designed with just lines, black and white. So that particular um, kind of landscape, this is it here. I'll crank it up a bit and set the color as this. Then for this, I look for something like something like this, but the edges are cut for this, so that wouldn't work. This can work. Yeah. Yes, so this is it. Give it a color and what did I put here? Just delete this. So for this, I will go to search treasure map, still under the graphics tab. Okay, so this is it. This is the exact map I used. I'll have to rotate this to make it look straight. Adjust it a bit and I'll strike R, which creates a rectangle box or square, whatever. Yeah, so I'll carry this, I'll bring it over to, so I need to get the anchor, this anchor icon. Yeah, so bring it over and hit control left squares bracket. Yeah, square bracket, the left one, that shifts the back. But if I don't use that, I could also use, I could use a right click and say layer send to back, or it's already sent to back. That is why that is faded. So for the color, I want it to be full black, which is 000. I'll click on Alt and drag this, holding Shift, and that duplicates. Oh, okay. So I think I deleted the palm tree that we had at the back. So I just go to my recently used and bring it over here and make it green. So I'll highlight, I'll drag over these three stuff, the map and these two rectangles, and Control G to put them into a group for easy movement. Alright, so what animation did we have here? Okay, just this guy had a flicker on him, and that is there already. The entire page went on for 4.6 seconds. Her palm tree not showing. Okay, so this is what we have done so far.
Making money online, as easy as it may seem, is a lot like digging wells. Not oil wells, of course, but it can turn out to be even more rewarding than striking oil. But here's the catch. There are countless grounds filled with treasures you could dig into. So many, in fact.
Okay, so there is a palm tree here. I wonder why it keeps disappearing. I guess it's due to my network. So I'm just going to shine again. I'll just leave it. Yeah, it's not so important at this point. Add new page. Yep. And this is what I want to do here. I want to make these holes. So come back to elements, search holes, switch to graphics, and go for this guy here. So I'll just create a couple of these, resizing them. I'm holding Alt to duplicate, then resizing at random, just the same element. Everything should be in the frame. Something like this. So we have this stick figure again, a third one. I missed out on this, and I think this is the guy I used. Yes. Okay, bring him a little bit taller, make him green, and the entire page. So this is a page level animation. The page had fun. Where is fun? Here it goes. So 3.8 seconds for this. Okay, this is how it looks like.
That people often end up digging thousands of shallow.
Next page, we have this guy. This tired stick figure, frustrated. Hmm, tired again. This is the guy. So, if you take a look at this, you notice there is a sound effect, a rain sound effect.
Deep enough to reach water.
I'll show you exactly how I did that. First, let me color him green and come over to elements, search for rain, but this time we are not using graphics, we are switching to video, and I'll come over to this video, arrange it to cover the page. Yeah, so it comes with a sound, and that sound is going to be like automatically added to that scene. So I'm kind of getting two effects at the same time, this rain effect and at the same time the sound effects. Yeah, so that's like a shortcut, but eventually I'll show you how to add other sound effects in other places. So for this, I'll send it to back by hitting Ctrl the square brackets left, or going right click and doing that. Yeah, and I'll come to transparency here and drop it as much as this. So it looks like it's raining, but it's kind of faded out. Yeah,
None deep enough to reach water.
okay, this rise effect on the page, we don't want it to be there, so I'll just click on rise and say remove animation. Yeah, for this I didn't have any animation because there's already a lot going on. There's a rain effect and there is the sound of the rain. So you basically just want to have like a movement. After all, this is animation, at least a basic movement on the page. And so that is what I try to achieve. Okay. This effect is still there. So because I wasn't able to select this page, I had to move the video away to select the blank page, click on phone and remove all animations. Excuse me. So after that, I add back my video as it was. Then for the page, it stayed for 4.3 seconds. So this page went this long because of this video. The video was for 20 seconds, and that is why the page automatically adjusted to 20 seconds. But we have to bring it back to 4.3 seconds. Okay. So if the sound of the video, if it's too loud, all you need to do is click on it, click on audio, and you can drop the volume here. So it sounds like this.
There are countless grounds filled with treasures you could dig into. So many, in fact, that people often end up digging thousands of shallow holes, none deep enough to reach water.
Okay, so I've basically arranged this timing to match up with the voiceover I have. To expand the sound, I can just click on this and it becomes a little bigger. You can see the sound waves. So where you have things like this, that's the point where you have some kind of silence here, where the line is just flat and there's nothing over there. So let's move on. We create a new page and we need to create this scene. So we come over to look for a stick figure guy that is reading. Switch to graphics, and this is the guy right here. We expand him, bring him over here, give him this color, and we look for a signpost. Switch to graphics. We get something like this. We strike. Let me just copy this text. So we strike T to bring up text, and Control Shift expands, Control Shift plus. Yeah, so I just increase this and paste the text I have copied earlier and drag it over to this place. Okay, I think it's now too big. For the font, I would use Lazy Dog. Click on this and say Lazy Dog. So kind of pull this way. Make it smaller and rotate a little to match the angle of the signpost. So it gives an illusion that it was written on that signpost. Okay, done with that. Let's add our school and our road. So I'll use this. That is not the exact school I used, but this can work. Then look for road. Excuse me. Okay. Uh, expand this. So make this a little bigger and send this to the front. The road goes to the back. Yeah, I think we are done. So I'll group this and make it bigger. For the animation, let's check what we have. Okay, so no animation on this and lasted for 3.4 seconds. Good. Next is this wave. Okay, we come over and search wave, and here's a trick you need to learn. So there is there's a filter right here where you can choose what kind of elements you want to see displayed. So I'll select animated, and okay, so I think my keyword should be yes. I think yeah, this is the what I use, but I think the keyword I used earlier was tied. Oh, okay. Anyway, so this is it. This is the image I used. So because it's already animated. We don't have to do anything on it. So the next is to look for a stick figure that is it running? Yep, running. So switch to graphics, and yeah, this is a guy. I would make him green, bring him over here, give him an effect animation of wiggle, yeah, and I'll still want to make him feel like he's moving on the water. So I would add a custom animation in addition to the wiggle. I'll make him go this way. So this is what we get. Yeah. So you could have the preset animation and wiggle at the same time. Okay. That went on for 4.3 seconds. So we need to bring this back. New page. This is money I, and this is what I used. So there are different types of elements on Canva. Some of them are flat like this. Whatever you see, that is all you have. You can't make any edit to it except you go to image editing like panel where you have some coloring effects, yeah, duotone and stuff like that. Yeah, except you go there. But for some, they are live like this. So this is like what we call vector like in general design. So it's not just a flat PNG or JPEG. So you can change the colors. Yeah. And that was what I did to this. And even here, you can still edit the colors if you want. If you want to make it lighter. And that is how I achieved this. So we had an animation on this, and the animation is pulse. The entire page is 3.9 seconds long. We create a new page, and for this, we have this guy sitting on the ground. So we say stick figure, again, tired. This is him, and we had a low battery on his side. So we just search low battery, and this is what we use right here beside him. Remember to change the color. Now we have more document colors. This has brought in this red. So for this, I think the effects, the animation was pulse. I keep saying effects. It's not effect, it's animation. Okay, so let's see how that sounds. I don't want it to begin from here. So I'll bring the cursor right here.
On demo accounts until they immediately get tired of it.
Uh,
On training on demo accounts until they immediately.
okay, we're on track. So create a new page. And here we have the page for 2.2 seconds. Okay, we search for yo-yo. So we grab this animated one and we are done. We go to next page. So we have digital marketing. So all of these did not have any animation on them, just basically text. Instead of copying just the text, I'll copy the pages themselves. Digital marketing, yeah. So I'll bring it over by dragging, bring it right here. No animation, just fast paced slide page after page. So select this and this, copy and bring them over here. But the effect is as the voiceover artist says the word digital marketing, freelancing, remote jobs, everything just follow after each other. So nothing special. You can achieve this by clicking T and then typing whatever you want. You create another page, type what you want, and that's just it. Next, after that is this guy. So we create a new page. Page is for 2.7 seconds, and we come over to this. We say AI, and we filter by animated, and this is what we are looking for right here. Create a new page, and we look for nail. This is what we are looking for right here. This page is for 6.2 seconds. Okay, we have it just right where it should be. Next page, we have a laptop line drawing. So I need to remove this filter and it's something like this we are looking for. I'll just use this. Again, stick figure tired. This is him. Let's give him a brand color. So one of the advantages of using Canva for this is the fact that you're basically working on your browser. So it takes away the heavy requirements that are usually a kind of limitation for using software like Adobe Premiere Pro, all those heavy kind of software. So with just a basic browser, you're able to create something like this. So we had no animation here, and that is for 5 seconds. Okay, next is this. So I create a new page and come over to element, click on sign posts, search for, and then switch to photos. instead of graphics. So I'll look for, okay, I think I'm going to refine this and say multiple. Yeah, this is what I was looking for. So this is an image. I want to remove the background, so I just click on this and I have this ready. Next, I hit T and I type niche site. Yeah, kind of increase the font size. Bring it over here. I think I should zoom in a little bit. Yeah, so rotate this to align with the direction of the signpost and duplicate this. For this, I'll say Facebook and adjust the rotation. Yeah, and pressing Alt, I duplicate again. This time, adjusting my zoom. So I'll select everything, I take it up so I can see the anchor point for this. I still cannot see it. Okay, here it is. Adjust it a little and bring this over here. Adjust the rotation this way. Probably make this one Twitter. Make this one KDP and bring this over here. Rotate and make this one half marketing. So that's too long. Control A and reduce the font size. Okay, what did I use here? Domaining. Alright, so I'll select everything and group them. Control G does that. So we come back here. Excuse me. Okay. Yeah, so stick figure looking. Switch to graphics. I think this is him. Yes, it is. So he's looking at this and thinking, which should I go for? Now, I'm going to duplicate this page because I want this signpost to remain in the exact position. So I'll click on these dots and duplicate, or I can just press Ctrl D. So in this new page, everything exactly the same. I would look for a stick figure pointing. Just add pointing to this. And this is him. Yeah. So I'll bring him to this same position because I want it to be like, is this same guy that has now changed position and is pointing. So just use the existing one as a guide, particularly the head. Yeah. So bring it to this position. Everything seems aligned. So I'll cut it, Control X, then delete this, Control V. When I Control V, it puts it in that same position. Then I flip him horizontally to point at this and just hold Shift and drag him here. Then change the color to green. So that gives an effect of movement even though there was none. I think in the early days of animation, that was basically how they used to do it. They would draw frame by frame to give an effect. Okay, and that was for this scene is for 1.6 seconds. Done. Okay, we move to this. This is another text scene that was for 2.4 seconds. Basically going to paste this. Yeah, so it's just a text. It had an effect. You click on effect, glitch. Without the effect, this is how it looks. It's just lazy dog font. But with the effect, yeah, this is it. And the animation is typewriter. Next is this sleeping guy. So we come again, stick figure, sleeping or lying down. So this is it. We adjust this. Sorry, excuse me. Okay, adjust it to rotate this way. Make him green. And then come over to element again and search for thoughts bubble. That is what this is called. Over time, when you begin to design more of things like this, you begin to know the terms of this kind of different elements. There's also uh, confetti. So this celebration stuff, that is what it is called. Okay, so back to our thoughts bubble. There's also call out. I think I'm distracting myself now. But I just wanted to, yeah, these are call outs. So thoughts bubble graphics. I This is what I used here. Yeah. So your skills need to flip this. This has a live color, so we can change the background. Carry this over here and group it. Meant to press Ctrl G, press Alt. So rotate this. This could be passion. Hold Alt and drag this over to this side and we'll flip it. Beautifully, when you flip, the text remains in the right position. So it doesn't flip, it's just a shape that flips. So education, kind of bend this a little, bend this over, make this bigger. Or the last one, experience. So I could adjust this, the text in it. I'll probably just on group, uh, unlock on group. Yeah, and select it again and group. I could do the same for this. Select the two and group. Yeah. Um, okay, so I missed something. To give an effect of the callouts moving, there was something I did there. So I'm going to duplicate this page and delete this. In the first one, the first page, I'll delete this and this, yeah, and leave just this one callout. So this was 0.9 second actually. Okay, 0.9 second. Yeah, so after 0.9, that's slide. These other ones join. So it feels like they came to join, like they moved one after the other. So if I want to take it to a different level, I could as well duplicate this page, duplicate the page and make this 2.5, make this 2.5. So I still have those same 5 seconds. And in this one, I delete this. I delete this too. Yeah. So after this joins the next, then this other two join. So that's the effect. I could also split this here to and make this 1 second. While I make this 1.5. So everything is still within 5 seconds because I don't want to alter the timing because of the voice. So you get this effect of each thought bubble appearing. Okay, so I think here, this is 1, this is 2. In this place, I need to delete this one. Okay, so there are 3 here, and here the fourth one joins. So starts from 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's listen to it.
With it. Not everything will work for everyone. Your skills, passions, education, and experiences determine what will work best for you.
Okay, the timing doesn't match, but I I don't want to mess up with it so much.
Skills, passions, education, and experiences determine what will work best for you.
But you get the point anyway. So let's go to the next page, which is this. So here I would look for LinkedIn. Okay, LinkedIn, this is it. And arrow, then filter by animated, click out come for this guy right here. So rotate this to point this way and look for money. Still with the animated filter. Okay, sorry. I meant to do something else. Wanted to select this, group them, and bring the money over here to just be at the end of the arrow. Yeah, so it's exactly how I want it to be now. Okay, 1.6 seconds. And I'll just duplicate this page. Control D. We have another page like this. Then we'll say, let's remove this filter and say YouTube. This is what we need. We bring it over to where this LinkedIn guy was, and we cut it, delete this, and paste. Then we look for money tree. Bring it to the position of this money, cut it, remove the money, paste. Yeah, and we are done with that. So that page was for 1.6 seconds, just as this one. Next is this. We create a new page. We still search for LinkedIn as well. Okay, so what we're looking for. We search for trends and filter by animated, and this is it. So for this we had 3.7 seconds. I just noticed I could also see the timing right here. Okay, 3.7 seconds for this. Next is this. So there's something in excuse me please. So there's something important for you to see over here. I haven't done this in the previous parts of the video. Okay, so let's create a new page and come over to look for a house. Of course, we need just graphics, and this is the house, not this, I mean this. Backspace. Now we go back to this page to get this YouTube icon and bring him into this house. Then we look for this jumping stick guy. Stick figure jumping. Or maybe I should say flying. Okay, this is it. Make it green. Now we want to give an effect of this guy jumping from, maybe he already has some tractions on LinkedIn and then he just wants to jump onto YouTube, like just switch, based on the story I was telling in the video. So I'll bring him over to almost the, like, somewhere outside of the page, and then come to animate and create animation and move him this way. Okay, delete parts, that's not what I want to achieve. So I need to click out, bring him over here. I think this house needs to come. So the motion will be something like this. It just jumps this way. So bring him this way, delete that path and create a new one. Boom. Yeah, something like that. So I need to click out once again, delete path, animate, create an animation, and bring him like this. Boom. So the movements would be smooth, something like that. And to go with that, okay, let's check the timing first. 2 seconds. There is a sound that will go with that. Although I've said I'm going to talk about the sounds in the end, but for this slide, let me just show you how beautiful it can be. So we'll go to element and search for swish jump, then switch to audio. Okay, yeah, so we are going to add, we want this swish jump to the sound to come here. It's just a second. Excuse me, please. Okay, so add it right here. I just added it by clicking on it, and it has positioned itself below the main voiceover I have. So this is what we get.
Because I said it's good. You get it. Making money online is easy as...
Okay. Yeah, so let me compare it with what I have here.
YouTube because I said it's good.
Yeah, it's somewhere. I click on this to expand. Okay. I think it came a little bit earlier. So I could just drag this way.
It's good.
And I could reduce the volume if I think it's too loud by clicking on the sound itself. Click on this and reduce. Yep.
And jump to YouTube because I said it's good. You
Okay. So we are done with that. Move over to next is a text field. 1 point, just 1 second. So I'm going to copy the whole page. Yeah. After it is this construction page, another page of 4.9 seconds. Uh okay, so I can just come here and that does it. Okay, so we come back to graphics and search construction and filter by animated. And this is what we're looking for. Next is this man. We create a new page for 5 seconds, okay, and search for carpenter. Say line drawing and remove this filter. I mean carpenter. So that is not the exact one I used. Okay, this is him right here. Make him green. Give him an animation of succession. And we are done with that page. Next page is this. So would search for new arrival. And this is what we are looking for right here. We make this one of our document colors. Expand it a bit. And then we look for chalk. Switch to graphics. We want this because we're going to create a moving effect this way. It's going to follow this path. So we want something with this perspective and maybe make this text bigger. So this will be the final destination of the chalk. It's going to be animated. But first, the page is for 3.4 seconds. So I think I can just do that here instead of struggling with the one below. I meant 3. Okay, so I'll click on this, bring him over here, somewhere here, and animate, create animation, and bring him this way. Boom. So I'll make the style to be steady. So there's going to be a sound here. We're going to do that later on, as you can see with this one.
The new skills or new tools. It's about how long you're
Okay. Next is this guy. So create a new page and look for stick figure hammer. And this is him right here. Make him green just for consistency. So there is a theme running across all of the video, and I think he was wiggling. So let's set the page. First of all, I click out. I see this 3.6 seconds. Yeah, we click on him, animate, and say wiggle. So it looks like this.
carpenters still make money.
Next is this money bag guy again for 2.9 seconds. Stick figure money. Color him and make him pop. Next is this guy. So elements, stick figure, digging. This is him right here. Make him green. And we come back to elements, look for clock, filter by animated. We go for this. This page is for 6.5 seconds. So I click out, come over here, 6.5. Okay, there's a page level animation which is party. Yep, we are done with that. Next page is this guy. So stick figure, is it flying? See all. Well, I guess he's jumping. Can't seem to find that guy. Wherever I could use this, or I could just copy this, bring him over. So the last animation I used on a page level is applied to the next page I created. I used party right here. It has moved over to this new page, so I need to remember to click on it and remove all animations, then come back to element and search for chalk, see all, and I go for this is what I need. Do I have any? Oh, I mean boss. Yeah, this is what I need. And look for balloon. Can pick this, expand it, take it to the back, adjust it so the thread is not showing at the bottom. I can change the color. This is one of those live, elements. So just need to add a text to it. Say money trend. Bring him over to this. Reduce the size. Then we want to animate this guy to jump onto the bus like so. Yeah, so we'll bring him towards here and click on animate, create animation, then boom. So let's do that now. I'll make this smooth. I can even increase the speed. Okay, that page was for 5 seconds, and that is what we have done. And this is the last page, which is basically my website, michaeladingoke.net. So I need to change the color of the page to this and strike T and just type in my website, and I give it an animation of typewriter. So that page was for 2 seconds. I click out, come here, hit 2, and we are done with the design. Yeah, so we need to focus on the sound now. Okay, so looking at this, you notice that the sound ended earlier, the voiceover ended earlier,
Steady, focused effort.
unlike what I have here. Yeah, so that is
The tools at
because
your disposal.
somewhere in the middle I made a cut, so I need to go make that cut here to ensure that everything is the same. So I made a cut around 1.32 seconds. So I'll come over here to around 1.32.1. Yeah, and hit S. So okay, that is I had the page selected. So when you hit S, it splits the page, but I didn't want it to split the page. I wanted to split the sound. So I need to select the sound and come to 1.32.1. and strike S, or as I can also right click on it and say split audio. So I need to listen to where the sound began again, because I cut it in two places and deleted. So let's hear.
Even carpenters
Okay, so I need to,
without moving an inch away from your, well, only that you now dig faster with the help of AI tools and robots. Even
okay, so this is where the sound continue from. That means I need to cut this, place my cursor here and hit S here, S. Think I made a mistake earlier.
the help of AI tools and robots. Even
Okay, S, and click on this, delete, then drag this over to join this. So I'm basically just toggling between Ctrl Z and Ctrl Y.
you are doing already, without moving an inch away from your,
Okay, so let me just go back.
so you can keep adapting, infusing new methods with what you are doing already.
1.32.1. Okay. S.
Without moving an inch away from your, well, only that you now dig faster with the help of AI tools and robots. Even carp
So I need to remove this and bring this over. But I want this to be below. Anyway, that's because I added it earlier. Okay. So this is not let's listen.
already. Even carpenters still
Okay.
ready. Even car
Yeah, that is how it should be. Only that the end is now short, so I need to just drag it this way, and
a word they say is enough a copy. It's about steady, focused effort. A word they say is enough a copy.
okay, I cut that away. So
Steady, focused effort.
let's do the same here. I could just strike S and delete this. So it's ending at about the same position.
And it's about steady, focused effort.
Yeah. So the next thing is to add the sound effects. So now we begin to add the sound effects. We'll start from the beginning of the video.
Making money online, as easy as it may seem, is a lot like digging.
So the first effect is the cash register or something like that, and it comes up here
As easy as it may.
as easy as it is. So wherever you place your cursor,
Making money online as easy.
that is where the sound is going to be added. We'll come to the element here and search for cash register. So add that. With this, you could adjust the volume. You could make it lower or higher, louder. You click on it and yeah, you could also make it fade in. You can see this space, like this is where it begins to, this is where it fades from in, yeah, or you could fade it out to begin fading from here till it goes out. And you can adjust the length by just dragging this.
Online, as easy as it may seem, is a lot like digging wells.
Yeah, so after that we have an sound. And that comes
Like digging wells.
merely after digging wells, I think.
May seem is a lot like digging wells.
Yeah, so
Digging wells. Not
the volume is loud. I turn it down here.
oil wells, of course, but it not oil wells, of course, but it can turn out to be.
Okay, so this is crowd applause. Basically, you're just being creative, to look for something that creates the emotion, the kind of emotion that you want, using both the elements on the page and the sounds. So the crowd applause came somewhere around there. You can just match it up with the pages.
Of course, but it can turn out to be even.
Okay, so let's first arrange it to be here. Let's reduce the volume and fade it out, fade it in. So it's something like this.
Of course, but it can turn out to be even more rewarding than striking oil. But here's the catch.
Okay.
Striking oil. But here's the catch.
So now you need to be aware that some of these sounds, these effects, they are totally free. Yeah, like for you to use if you're on Canva Pro. But sound like music background and maybe songs that you use, they could give you copyright issues if you upload the videos on YouTube. So you need to avoid them as much as possible and just go for simple effects. Or even if you're going to use them, you make them as small as possible, like I did here. Like you use a few seconds. So from here, yeah, from this, here is a catch. I use this sound, stay tuned intro, because if you hover over the stuff, you can see right here. This is it here. I just click on it.
Here's the catch. There are countless.
Need to turn down the volume and make it I didn't fade it here, but for this, I could just fade it out, fade it in. So we have something like this.
But here's the catch. There are countless grounds filled with treasures you could dig into. So many, in fact, that people often end up digging thousands of shallow holes, none deep enough to reach water, let
So
alone.
we already have the rain water effect. I should make it a little louder. It's part of the video we added, so we don't need anything for that space. The next effect is here.
Around by the endless waves of trending methods.
Okay, so that is a clock tick-tock. We bring it to the beginning of this.
They get tossed around by the endless waves of trending methods. Today, it could be crypto.
I think I want it faster. Yeah, this is it. So I need to adjust it. It needs to be here. Just pull this over. Okay, and maybe split it here. Delete this and bring it again. Make it fade out and in.
Tossed around by the endless waves of trending methods. Today, it could be crypto.
Okay, for the crypto, we have a sound.
They begin learning crypto.
That's money again. So for crypto, we have cash register. Cash register open 5.
They begin learning crypto, but never get beyond training on demo accounts until they
Okay, now this is another important part. So this guy, this part, I wanted to give this effect
immediately
of
get tired of it.
tiredness. I wanted to give this effect of tiredness, but I couldn't get any sound on Canva that had what I really wanted. So I wanted that window shut down. So I had to download this online, and I was able to upload it into Canva. Yeah. So you could use any sound that you have and bring them right here, and it would work. So I'll just go to my uploads and switch to audio, and this is the sound here. Yeah, it has the same control as anyone that you have used from the Canva repository. You can adjust the volume or make it fade, in or out. This is how it sounds.
Until they immediately get tired of it because a new way.
Yeah, so we are done with that. Next sound is
Digital marketing to freelancing, remote jobs, and
so it's supposed to be like a flipping effect. and that is on this. Okay, so I didn't have an effect for up and down. Okay, uh digital marketing. Let me just check the name of this. Magazine, magazine flip pages. Switch to audio. Okay, add that over here. And Control D. Just duplicate it 3 times.
Digital marketing to freelancing, remote jobs, and
And this also has a sound effect.
most recently AI revolution. This
Upbeat electro dance music. Bring it back this way.
people most recently AI revolution. AI revolution.
Alright, so it just keeps going on and on until you're done. Yeah, so I really don't need to go through all of the sounds. I think by now you've seen how it works and you've seen all of the dynamics. The next thing is to save, to export this. And as I promised earlier at the beginning of the video, I'll show you how you can make it a 4K video. So in the exporting setting, or let's say downloading, the quality that you had in the beginning is HD, which is 1920 by 1080. To make it 4K, you just need to slide this to the end and it's going to export this as a 4K video. Yeah, so that is basically how to create stick figure animation using Canva. So if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, and if you want to see more videos like this, please consider subscribing to my channel. If you have any questions concerning making stick figures or anything I've said today, you can ask in the comments and I'll be happy to answer you. I've put a link to join Canva, for 11 labs as well. I have put it in the description. You can check them out. Those are the tools I used, just Canva and 11 labs. And you can, with Canva, you can totally, like, you have everything that you need, like everything you need in it without getting any file from an external source. Yeah, so you have videos, you have frames, you have graphics, like it's just loaded. Even countdown timers, you have them right here in Canva. Yeah, so thank you for watching. I hope to see you again soon.